Hi guys, and welcome to my channel, Changing Phases Tarot. I'm so happy to have you here with me today. So today's reading is a mid-monthly reading for October 2020 for all of the signs. I'll be doing two separate spreads, one for love and relationships and the other for career and finance. For the love and relationship portion of the reading, I'm using Tarot of the Divine, also pulling an oracle card from the Life Purpose deck. And the love and relationship, I'll be using the Sun and Moon Tarot and pulling an oracle card from the Romance Angels deck. Just a reminder, these are general readings, so the messages may or may not resonate. The only way to get a truly personalized reading will be to order a private reading from me. If you're interested in doing that, all of the information can be found in the description box below this video. For newcomers, welcome. I'm happy that you found me here and hope that you will like the video and will decide to subscribe. For those that have been with me for a while, I appreciate each and every one of you. Another reminder, check out my TikTok account as well. I put out different types of videos over there, shorter videos, mainly focusing on soulmate connections, love relationships, so check that out as well. All right, so thanks again, and I will see each of the signs for their reading in just a second. Hi Cancer, hope you're doing well. I'm here to get into your reading. So we'll start off with, I'll go ahead and, I have been shuffling on camera, but I'll give the decks just another shuffle. So what are the messages for career and finance? We'll start off with Cancer, October 2020. What are the messages for Cancer, career and finance for October 2020? All right, we will divide the deck. And we have the, ooh, beautiful 10 of Cups. Didn't need to drop that. So the 10 of Cups, and I will show you these. I'll go through the meaning. Followed by the 7 of Swords, and we'll clarify if we need to. And the 4 of Swords, okay? And if I just look here at the, what's at the bottom of the deck, we have, so we have at the bottom of the deck, Major Arcana. This is the Chariot, number 7 of the Major Arcana. So the overall energy there. And immediately below that, we have the Knight of Coins. I'm just going to sort of leave these three here. And the Ace of Swords. Okay, so we'll take all of those as like the underlying message, but then I'll leave those and I'll go through the reading in a second. Okay, so for the Oracle card, let's go ahead and do our Oracle cards. What additional message does Cancer need to know for the month of October? An additional message for Cancer for the month of October. And we'll divide this deck. All right, and the card that came out for you is Oracle cards. It says you are able to discern answers and guidance for yourself and others. So that's interesting. We'll see how that ties in with the rest of the reading. Okay, so from the, put these aside a second. From the Sun and Moon Tarot deck, we'll pull the cards for the romance portion of the reading, and then we'll go through everything all together. Move everything down here to give me a little bit of space. Okay, so again, I have been shuffling off camera, but what messages do you have for Cancer, love and relationship, mid-month October? Cancer, love and relationship, mid-month October. One last shuffle. All right, and we will divide the deck. And here we go. So we have, in the past position, the High Priestess, followed by the Fool, and in the future, beautiful, the Universe. And from the bottom of the deck, well, this is all Major Arcanas. Okay, you have the Hierophant. So you have 4 Major Arcanas for your love and relationship. So that's significant, Cancer, okay? And our Romance Angels card, one additional message for love and relationships for Cancer, mid-month October. What does Cancer need to know? All right, and divide our deck. And the oracle card that came out is romantic feelings. Your feelings are real and worth exploring. Again, we will go through that in 1 second. Let me just pop that down there to give us both of the oracle cards. Okay, so starting off with the career and finance part of your reading. So you have the 10 of Cups sitting in the past position. The tens in the tarot, they are endings, right, of cycles, but they're endings that bring in new beginnings. So new things happening, right, but a significant chapter coming to an end here with this 10 of Cups. Now, with it being Cups energy, you know, it's water energy, and obviously you are a water sign, Cancer. So could, you know, just be your energy coming through here, but could also be, you know, this is a card of like ultimate happiness and bliss. If we think of water energy as being to do with relationships and, you know, feelings and emotions, also intuition. But, you know, the couple here, you can see that they're holding a baby, and it's the relationship that started with the Ace of Cups, grew to the 2 of Cups. You know, they've grown that love, they've grown whatever it is, and now they have a family. Now, with this being, obviously we're looking more at career and finance here, there could have been, you know, some type of feeling fulfilled within either the work environment or just something that you were doing to earn money, whether this is working for, you know, a company or working for yourself. But there was a great feeling of fulfillment here. But then, you know, and again, like I said, we will clarify this with the 7 of Swords and then the 4 of Swords as your present and future energy here. 7 of Swords has to do with, both of these cards are mental energy, right? The air energy. And the Suit of Swords deals with the mind. It's the suit of also communication, you know, how we get those thoughts across to other people. And it's interesting here because you can see that there's like this wolf, and it looks like he's trying to get away. He's carrying away 2 of the 7 swords, or in this case, they look like daggers, but he's dropping them as he goes along. So, you know, it does, usually the card has to do with, you know, some type of deceit, stealing, but there's also the sense of whatever this situation is, you know, there wasn't enough planning involved, because if he had planned more carefully, he might have gotten away with all of the swords. He didn't, so he's dropping them as he gets away. So something not going as planned, but there's a reduction here with this 4 coming after the 7. So things are de-escalating. The 4 of Swords is a card of healing. It's a card of taking that time out, right? Of recuperating, healing mentally, physically. You know, obviously we're looking more at your career, but this could be just mentally, you know, recuperating, to be able to get you to the position that you need to be in to begin something new. And you do have the new beginnings coming in here, because the 3 cards from the bottom of the deck that I'm sort of taking together as the overall message for the reading. The Chariot is a card of success. It's a card of movement. This can be movement across land. This can be, you know, buying a car. This can be moving because of a job, needing to move across land, followed by this Knight of coins, which is the Knight of Pentacles, which is you know, an offer coming in to do with the money that you earn, how you earn money, how you make money. Could be a new job, or just, you know, a new opportunity related to your finances. And then we have clarity coming in. And so the Ace, you know, aces in the tarot are new beginnings, they're new cycles. The Ace is also a card of success. So it's like you have two cards of success surrounding this, whatever this new offer is coming in. The Ace of Swords is also clarity. It's like that epiphany moment, that aha moment. And yet it's victory. It's a card of victory. It's like having that epiphany, something, aha, something makes sense to you. So whatever wasn't clear in the past, you know, now it is. So there's clarity, new beginnings, but success surrounding whatever this new cycle is, this new job opportunity or this new, beginning for you. But it comes after, either this deception, things not having worked out exactly how you had planned, and then you taking this time out to recover, to recuperate in order to, open yourself up for the new beginning. Let me just look at, because this is, I'm in love with this new deck, right? That's always how it is. Whenever I get a new deck, even though I have my kind of old favorites, I love like all of the new energy surrounding the new deck. And this particular deck is called Tarot of the Divine. And it's yes, obviously it's a tarot deck, and each of the cards has the same message as what you would usually expect them to have, but it's inspired by folklore and fairy tales and deities from around the world. So there are additional messages that they include in, with each card. So let me just have a look here and see if there's anything else to do with either the folk tale that it's associated with, anything else that I can offer as far as messages with these particular cards from this deck. So the first one, this 10 of Cups, it comes from Persia. So it's an Arabic folk tale. It represents emotional and spiritual fulfillment, but it's after a lot of hard effort, after hard trials. So there's, something to do with happiness, but after difficulty, which is also the, another meaning here with the Chariot card. It's success after difficulty. This swords is also, this 4 of Swords. It's rest and recuperation after a time of difficulty, after the 3 of Swords, which is heartache, disappointment. The Ace of Swords, it's success, but again, after difficulty, after the 10 of Swords, which is the ultimate betrayal and stabbed in the back and, the lowest of the low. So there's something here to do with, happiness and success, but after difficulty, and it's been kind of like, it's been a long time coming here. The 7 of Swords, let me get to the swords, so I can see what this 7 of Swords is linked with. So, okay, so it's associated with, it's just called Coyote, and it's associated with a Salish legend. And this 7 of Swords, it says, is a trickster. The coyote represents, it's a coyote. I was saying it was like anyway. So yes, the coyote represents deceit, right? From small pranks all the way up to terrible scandals, very clever, manipulative. But it says he's caught out by his own schemes and is paying for them dearly. Yeah, so there could have been somebody that you were dealing with this 10 of Cups, which is like the happy family. And we do see a lot of people standing there, and also with the family here. There could have been some type of deceit, maybe within your family or with people that, you're close to, people that but there's something coming through where it's like, yeah, you're overcoming whatever this was. So if somebody did try to trick you, you're overcoming that. And the 4 of Swords is associated with, in this deck, let me see, so from Norway, right? This is Norse mythology, Fenrir, and it says it's a pause in battle. And yeah, that it says that this, let me show you him again, that this wolf, Fenrir, he's supposed to bring about the end of the world, and so they have him bound and chained. So yes, he's still a threat, but there's some type of respite. There's like a break, a rest. So there's something that you're resting here. So it is a time of recovery after possibly this deceit, but there are these new things coming in for you. The Ace of Swords coming in. This is, obviously, like we were saying, it is the card of success, but it's represented in this deck as being associated with the Greek legend, and it's the Gordian knot. We can see the knot in the background. And so there's a new solution coming in, a new way of thinking to break through a problem, new projects, clarity, we've already said that. And then this campaign to conquer new lands, which we did have this movement, and both of these cards, right, they're moving. We have one moving across land, one moving across water. Let me just take a look at the Chariot here for you to see who he's associated with in this deck. So the Chariot is, hold on one second, let me find him. Here. So this is a Norwegian fairy tale, and it's about harnessing emotions and charging down a clear path, right? And where he might have floundered before, he's learned from his mistakes and is now moving forward confidently. Yeah, there's something about learning, overcoming obstacles, mistakes, deceit, whatever this is, but it's like success after. The success has been hard fought, hard for you to win, but it's coming in. And the last one here, this Knight of Coins, is bringing in this offer. Let's see who's he. So he's associated with, and I'm sorry if I mispronounce any of these, but Hatsi Abib, which is from South Africa. He's a deity, and he's a diligent warrior. So he puts in the work to set the world right. He could be stubborn, but he's very loyal, very determined in achieving what he sets his mind to. So, there's a need to be persistent, to not give up, as even if, as you move through this, because this does sit in the, sort of present. Obviously, whenever you hear this, this could be more towards the end of the month, right? This, whatever this overcoming, this need to overcome with the Seven of Swords. But there's success coming in. So by the time you reach the end of the month, if you just remain persistent, you are going to be successful, right? With the Ace of Swords, and we have the Chariot. There's success coming in here, but then you might have to overcome something. With some of you, you might have already gone through this Seven of Swords, and now there's just this, kind of healing period before you begin with the Ace of Swords, this brand new cycle. Now, the Oracle card that came out, right, is Oracle cards. And a full message for this particular card says, you have an affinity for working with Oracle cards, and they speak to you as whispers from the angels. This card comes to you as validation of the thought that you've had of incorporating Oracle card readings into your career. You could give readings as a full-time occupation where you offer guidance and advice to answer clients' questions. Or you may incorporate card readings as an aspect of your healing profession. For instance, by using the cards on the front as focal points as you begin your sessions. Oracle cards can also give you the personal guidance that can boost any career path. Interesting. So there might be this opportunity for you to, if you haven't already, some of you might already use Oracle cards, but if you haven't, to use Oracle cards, right? Either to help you within your profession or as part of your profession. That's interesting. And you do have this new offer coming in, right? And the new beginning. So there could be something to do with that. And the Ten of Cups is it is water energy, and the suit of water also has to do with intuition, right? So there could be something to do with that. Very interesting. All right, let's move on. So like I was saying when I pulled the cards, your love and relationship part of the reading, you have all major arcana. So there could be some significant changes coming in for you this month related to your relationships. And things are very much sort of out of your hand. There's a lot of divine timing at play, a lot of the universe really stepping in and, putting things sort of in your path as they are meant to appear, because you have the High Priestess. This is, she is a highly intuitive energy. She sits between the physical realm and the spiritual realm, and she is the guardian. She's the bookkeeper. She keeps all of the hidden knowledge. She has all of that knowledge that she encourages us to tap into. So there's a need to sort of delve deep, to listen to your intuition, to go within, pay attention to any messages that come through during the daytime, but also at nighttime. Right? She's linked with the moon. We do have a powerful full moon coming up at the end of October on the 31st. It's the second full moon this month. It's the Hunter's moon, and it's a blue moon because it's second. So could be important, but definitely, keep track of your dreams, jot them down, keep a dream journal. there might be messages coming through that way. But the High Priestess, she's also associated with the sign of Cancer, which is your own sign. So this is you showing up here, right? Also the moon, like I've mentioned, but Cancer. Now the Fool coming in the present position, this is like new beginnings and endings and new beginnings. I mean, this is the first of the major arcana, and this is the last of the major arcana. So a new cycle starting up, even though they came out in this order. I mean, the the main message here coming through is new beginnings and the need to take a risk, the need to put yourself out there, the need to open yourself up to possibly to love. If you haven't been dating for a while, if you haven't, for those of you who are single, you know, now is the time to take that risk, to sort of step off you see that the person is here, like waiting to step off of this rock. And even though we see the alligator or crocodile is there waiting, you're being encouraged to do that, right? You don't need to be scared. You're being asked to take this next step. And the universe is the last of the major arcanas, and it symbolizes the end of a really long cycle in your life. So if you have been single for a long time, there is this new beginning coming in with the Fool, the universe, one cycle ending, but another one beginning. The universe can also be, it's the world card, and some decks have it as the world card, and this deck is called the universe. But with the world, there could be this new beginning with somebody who's from a different place, somebody who's at a distance. This could be somebody from a different country, from a different culture, which is why you're being asked to kind of take that leap of faith, to take that, this risky step of moving forward with this person. For others, there could be an ending to do with, if you're in a relationship, this can be taking the relationship to the next level. So there's a new beginning, but it's if you've been dating, you're moving in. If you've been together for a while, now you're getting engaged, or now you're getting married. So there's this sort of leveling up. You're taking something to the next level. And with the Hierophant as your overall message, this is it's a card of stability, right? It's a card of doing things like the traditional way, right? So it's all to do with like norms and traditions. That's why the Hierophant is like a religious figure. Usually think of them as, being over like, or ruling over, or, being there. There's this sort of guardian over this established religion. So like a church or a synagogue is that type of spiritual leader. It can also be, like a boss figure. It can be somebody just in a, higher hierarchical position. But there's something to do with norms. There's something to do with norms and this new cycle. It might be not conforming to whatever these norms are, right? There might be this new beginning that's going to be a new phase for you, because if this might be you deciding to I don't know, we've just had coming out. There might be some type of coming out for you, if you've always or if you've never felt as though you could embrace that side of you, if you are bisexual, or if you are a lesbian or gay, that this is that coming out as well, beginning a brand new cycle. Because I feel like this High Priestess, even though she's a very spiritual type of figure, I feel like she's kind of standing there. It's like she's almost coming through, coming out. I'm getting coming out for some of you, and it can be a little scary, but you're being encouraged to do that. So obviously this is going to play out differently with so many different people watching the videos. Also, Aries is associated with the Emperor, so might be dealing with an Aries with the World card. It's linked with Saturn, but also Capricorn, right? The Fool is Aquarius, Uranus and Aquarius. So the different signs you might be dealing with here, even though with the major arcanas, I'm just getting more that it's really the universe sending you these messages, and the universe sort of stepping in and pushing you forward. But you could be meeting these people if you haven't already. yeah, but huge new beginnings. I mean, very powerful new beginnings. And with the romantic feelings card as your oracle card, let me go ahead and read you the full meaning. It says, the stirrings within your heart represent the song of romance calling to you. This card comes to you as guidance to follow the pathway of those feelings. Perhaps you've met someone who made your heart leap and you wondered whether to pursue him or her. Well, this card says that the answer is yes. Take action by flirting, asking the person out on a date, or making your feelings known. If you've recently been longing for more romance in your life, this card is a signal to take charge of making that happen. You can romance yourself by, for example, treating yourself to a luxurious massage or pedicure, buying yourself presents, or watching a romantic movie. You can also actively pursue and attract romance. First, affirm that it is already inside of you. A partner definitely brings these feelings to the surface. However, they were always within you as a potential initially. The more you affirm, I am romantically loved, the more you attract this condition within yourself and through a relationship. In some cases, you'll receive this card as a signal that you are ready for a new relationship. It then guides you to take action, such as being aware of people who meet you may be potential partners, as well as frequenting places where such potential partners may be. These would be locations or events associated with your hobbies and interests. So yeah, opening yourself up, right? Putting yourself out there, taking that leap of faith, right? Taking the risk. And the universe is really conspiring to make this happen. So beautiful things coming in as far as your relationship goes. So I do hope that the messages have helped you, Cancer. I thank you for joining me today. I look forward to reading for you again, and just know that I'm sending you much peace, love, and light for a wonderful rest of the month. Bye for now.